16P and the Weekend Warrior out of Hotchkiss, Colorado. It's Ricky Alvarado.
Row 2 to the inside in the 91 from Abilene, Texas. That is Kyle Wisdom. And from Whittemore, Iowa, the 49K of Cody Connect.
Oh, starting row number 3 to the inside. It is
That's a living legend right there. Oh, that's the legend.
Yeah.
That's a living
Jesse
legend.
Richter out of Great Bend, Kansas, the 8R, and his outside, a former Super Nationals champion, the 5 of Todd Shute from Norwalk.
And the fourth and final row from Winnemucca, Nevada, the 13K is Katie Sample. And from, I believe it's pronounced Puyallup, Washington, the 253, that is Will Taylor. First time in 9 years behind the wheel of a race car is Will Taylor, and he's electing to do that right here at Super Nationals.
Why not? Hey, welcome to all you folks here for a little Facebook Live look in here at the Wild Rose Casino and Resort Double Down Prelude here on the couple days before we get kicked off of the 41st running of the Speedway Motors IMCA by Casey's. Speaking of fueled to the top of the racetrack is the Weekend Warrior 1. That is Ricky Alvarado. He'll go to the race. Oh, Cody Connect with a big shot to the outside wall. See if that has any damage on the right side of that machine as he powers the top of the racetrack. Here comes Shute and the 91 hustling.
Good battle for the second position now while Alvarado pulls away from the field on the top side of the Speedway. The 16 car of Proctor out of Michigan runs in second. He'll run low down into turns 3 and 4. Now you're going to change racing grooves with the 49 of Connect. Connect going to take a peek to the inside of that 16 car side by side for the runner-up spot. Todd Shute looking for a place to go. You've got a 3-car battle for second, third, and fourth off of turn number 2.
Well, the Connect with the wall apparently did not, hamper anything on that 49K of Cody Connect, as he is working right there in the number 2 spot, followed by the 5-car of Todd Shute. It'll be off a 2 and out of back straight away. That WW1 of Ricky Alvarado, your race leader now. Here comes the 5 of Todd Shute. Shute to the top of the racetrack. Down through the midsection is a 49K machine of Cody Connect as they once again race it side by side to turn number 1.
Great battle for that second position. Jerry Connect down low. Shute up top. Big head of steam for Shute that time off of turn number 2. He'll take a car length advantage in that battle for second through turns 3 and 4. Connect fighting back down low, still wheel to wheel for the runner-up spot, but Ricky Alvarado dominating this one, just shy of 2 seconds. His lead that time by with 3 laps to go.
They'll hurry on down the back straight away to turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be the WW1 of Ricky Alvarado with a 1.8 second advantage over now Todd Shute to the number 2 spot. Cody Connect in third. Working on down, remember, top 3. This is now moving them into the second feature, into the double down feature. As they work down into 3 and 4, we'll see white flag out and 1 circuit remaining.
1 lap to go. The top 3 now moving to the top side of the Speedway led. That charge by Ricky Alvarado, 1.5 seconds. His advantage now over Shute, who is pulling away from Connect in that second position. No time, though, to run down your race leader. They will work it in off of turn number 4 one final time here in heat race number 11. Checkers fly for Alvarado, Shute, and Connect. Your top 3 onto the A main.
There you have it. Heat race number 12 getting ready to come to the Speedway. Last time he was here with us, he sat on the pole and had to go home. But now looking to come up and see what he can do in a modified. He did that in a sport mod, but the driver out of Springfield, Missouri, the 27 is Ryan Gilmore. And his outside is Brenton DeYoung out of Crystal, Michigan, the 71D.
Row 2 to the inside from Fairbank, Iowa, the 3510. That is Kyle Bentley. And to his outside, the 71 from Van Alstyne, Texas, Larry Adams.
Trey Klein out of Schleswig, Iowa, the 00K. And Andrew Pierce out of Oakley, California in the 15P.
Fourth and final row from Sioux City, the 25C is Cody Thompson. And your 8th and final starter in the 4JX from Marysville, Kansas. That is Jordy Nelson. We need to check security around here. They just let all sorts of different people in here.
Well, you know, I mean, when you wake up a little later in the morning, you don't expect to get to the races so early. And hang on, there is no way that anyone should handle you with care because you are not fragile.
Handle me with care. What? Oh, who did that?
I have no idea.
Has that been on there a while?
I don't know how long it's been there.
Did you put that there?
No, I did not put the fragile sticker on.
Oh, you just hit me with that, didn't you?
Oh, here we go. Sneaky.
Fragile.
Snake
Me and my frozen Elsa sheets. Who's that 00? Trey Klein?
That's Trey Klein with a big push like a dump truck down there. He'll keep her moving. Here it is, your race leader driving the Love Machine, the hired gun, the 27 machine of Ryan Gilmore out of Springfield, Missouri. Working on down here, it's Kyle Bentley, the top side. Look at this. Cody Thompson started 7th on this one, Ryan. He has already brought that 25 car on into the number 2 spot. Jordy Nelson, who started 8th with him, is working his way. Can the guys from 7th and 8th make their way into the show tonight?
I don't know about both of them, but I know Cody Thompson isn't done yet, Jerry. He's within a car length of your race leader, Ryan Gilmore. Half a second now separates the top 2. Thompson going to slide to the inside down in turns 3 and 4. Gilmore way up the hill. They'll race off of 4 next to each other. It is Gilmore down into 1 with the race lead. And in that 3rd spot, Nelson trying to hold off the field for the final qualifying spot.
Jordy Nelson moving on into that 3rd and final transfer spot. Now Cody Thompson going to go high, wide, and handsome off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. He's got to run, but look at that. Gilmore's able to shut the door on him. Thompson's going to stay at the top of turn number 1 and 2 this time. Off of 2 down the back straightaway. It's still going to be Gilmore right there, your race leader. 25 of Thompson, the 4J of Jordy Nelson. They'll come to the stripe this time. 5 down and 3 to go.
3 laps to go to see if Cody Thompson can race his way to the back road to victory lane. We got one around down in turn number 4. Jerry, we'll see if he can continue on so we can finish this one up. Gonna keep her moving is that 71 car of Adams. We will stay green. In fact, green flag high to the air this time by the race. Still on for the lead with 2 laps to go between Gilmore and Thompson.
Thompson has got some speed out of that steed on the top. Watch that green and black 25. It is on a mission. They'll hustle on down to the west end of the racetrack. It is going to be Gilmore back to the inside. Here's where Cody Thompson can get a hold of something on the outside. He'll race him around the outside. The white flag is coming. He's right there. Look at that, half a car length. 35 1,000ths of a second, and you've got a new leader in Cody Thompson.
Cody Thompson up top. That Gilmore ride going to fight back down low. He'll pull it by a car length now down into turns 3 and 4. One final pair of left-handers to decide this one. Thompson going to try to cross him over off of 4. A drag race to the checkers. Oh my! Thompson by 17 1,000ths of a second goes from a back row start to a heat race win. He will shuffle Gilmore back to 2nd at the line, and Jordy Nelson will round out your 3 qualifiers.
Snookered him there. The lap on the white flag lap showed him the top. He went there. Gilmore tried to protect it, but Cody Thompson rolls her to a heat race win from the tail row. Here we go. Heat race number 13. Going to see Chris Paulsrock out of Esterville, Iowa, the C5, and Caden Cochran out of Bakersfield, California, in the 23K.
Row 2 from Waterloo, Iowa, the 12R. That is Brett Ramsey. And to his outside from Hot Springs, Arkansas, the 428 of Tyson Keeney.
Hey, then we're going to go to your track champion here at Boone, Jimmy Gustin from Marshalltown, the 19, and Kelsey Foley out of Otis, Kansas, the 44K.
4th and final row from Osborne, Kansas. That is the 38 of Shaylon Holloway. And your final starter here in heat race number 13 from North Sioux City, South Dakota, the 44X. That is Jason Schneider.
So you know we got a little bit of a Wild Rose look in right here now. So right now there's 700 and some odd people.
That's a lot of people on Facebook.
If I don't have 1,000 viewers by the end of Heat 14, we're done, and we're going to give you any more free for a while.
You're kind of rude.
I know I am. Because if you want something for free, you got to keep begging for it. You got to ask for it. You got to want it.
Begging doesn't work for me.
That never works for me either. But keep commenting, keep posting. Get 1,000 by Heat 14. And that Heat 14's a loaded one. You're going to want to see it.
Oh! Cochran off the top of 2. He'll drift to the back of the pack, Jerry. I'll leave the jammer, Jimmy Gustin, to challenge your race leader. That is Chris Paulsrock in the C5 off of turn number 4 for lap number 1. Field works down into turns 1 and 2. Still Paulsrock, still Gustin, 1 and 2. 44K of Kelsey Foley in that 3rd and final qualifying spot. 3-car battle now for 4th. It is nip and tuck from 4th on back, Jerry, as they work off of 4 for lap number 2.
It's going to be Paulsrock, your race leader, Jimmy Gustin, and Kelsey Foley. Foley right there to the number 3 spot. Cochran's there. Look at the 38 of Shaylin Holloway. Working on down, Cochran on the bottom side. Holloway to the top of the racetrack. They'll work down into turn number 3 and 4. It's still Paulsrock, your leader, followed by Jimmy Gustin down the front straightaway.
Top 3 trying to break away, Jerry. Terrific battle for 4th, 5th, along with 6th and 7th. Those are starting spots in a B main a little bit later on tonight, but the jammer has reeled in Paulsrock. Less than a car length separates the top 2. Paulsrock trying to protect the bottom groove off of that 4th turn. He'll slide up a little bit. Gustin going to chase in his tire tracks now. We'll see if Gustin is able to capitalize on any type of miscue. Paulsrock running a perfect race thus far. Maybe a run for Gustin this time. Going to take a peek to the outside down in 3 and 4. Jerry, that's your battle for the lead off of 4.
They'll hurry off of turn number 4 and down the front straightaway. Going to be the 5C or the C5 of Paulsrock. Jimmy Gustin's going to park it down there, and the tires come to the inside. The jammer's jammed up and jelly tight down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Boy, howdy, looking smoother than Friday afternoon concrete right now. Is this race for the lead? Boom, bang, got him. Gustin, your race leader.
Gustin takes it with 2 laps to go. Green flag high to the air that time by. We'll see if Gustin can pull away now from the C5 of Paulsrock. Terrific battle now for the 3rd spot. Remember, early on in this one, Caden Cochran drifted off the top of turn number 2, Jerry. He is running the high side now intentionally, and he's got it dialed in. He's racing for a transfer spot. He'll draw to the outside of Kelsey Foley for 3rd with 1 lap to go.
Foley says, hey, look at my fill panel. It says, bad dog, no biscuit. I ain't got a biscuit for you, bad dog on the outside. As here comes the 23K of Caden Cochran. Off of turn 4, it's the jammer. Paulsrock, and got him. Got her right at the line. The 23K of Caden Cochran heading on in.
3 more heat races yet in this session, 14, 15, and 16. Next to the Speedway on the front row from Valley View, Texas, the 29, that is Chris Simmel. His outside from Fertile, Iowa, the 3 of Kelly Shryock.
Going to run number 2 to the inside, it's Scott Simonovich at a State Center, Iowa, the 43S, and defending champion of the Super Nationals, Tom Berry Jr. from Des Moines in the 11X.
Row 3, the 333 from Green Bay, Wisconsin, that's Reckless Rob Sharapata. And alongside him from LaPorte City, Iowa, Ron Lauritsen in the 10K.
Then we'll go to the next row number next, which is row number last, which is John Webb from Pauls Valley, Oklahoma, the 87W, and big boy Tommy Belmer from Evansdale, Iowa, the 43B.
You've been on social media a lot here, Jerry. Something going on? Are you talking to all of your fans? Are you signing autographs electronically, or what?
No, but I'm telling you, if we don't get 1,000 views by the end of this heat race, we don't give you the final 2. Plain and simple.
Well, where could they watch if they're not on IMCA's the IMCA TV live on Facebook? Where can they possibly watch Super Nationals?
IMCA TV or right here.
Oh,
yeah.
So you don't have to watch the free stuff. You can pay to watch the whole week.
Yeah, it's very affordable.
The whole week. You can see every race either here at the Speedway or on IMCA TV. Green flag is out for race number 14. Shryock, the veteran out of Fertile, Iowa, quickly goes to work on the top side. TBJ going to follow him off the top of 2. Here comes the 43S of Simonovich. They're going to make it a Chris Simmel sandwich 3 deep down into 3 and 4.
Off of turn number 4, it's going to be Kelly Shryock, your race leader. Tom Berry Jr., Scott Simonovich. Simonovich back there in the number 3 spot. They'll hurry that 29 machine of Chris Simmel out of Valley View, Texas. He goes way back in the field on this one. As they work down into turn number 3 and 4, it's still the 3 car of Kelly Shryock.
Working lap number 2 this time by Shryock with the advantage. Berry running in the 2 spot. Simonovich in 3rd. Lauritsen now up into that 4th position. Started in the 3rd row in the 6th spot. He's +2 in 2 laps. Sharapata running the low side. He will round out the top 5. Working lap number 3 this time by. That's the top side for the 3 of Shryock. He is your race leader.
Kelly Shryock still up there, your race leader, followed by Tom Berry Jr. Scott Simonovich is under attack by the 10K of Ron Lauritsen. Uncle Ronnie's going to take a look with Sonic the Hedgehog to the inside. They'll work him on down into turn number 3 and 4. It'll be Simonovich down to the inside. Back to the top side goes Ron Lauritsen. And Lauritsen's going to get him to the number 3 spot.
Taking the top 3, and that is right where Lauritsen is positioned. That 10K car. Sharapata trying to keep pace and make it a 3-car battle for 3rd. Losing sight of it, though. Simonovich trying to work the low side to maintain him. Qualifying position, but Lauritsen all but stolen it away here as we are into lap number 5. Just 3 circuits remaining. Shryock dominating 2.4 seconds, his advantage down the back chute.
They'll work into turn number 3 and 4. Green flag going to flip high to the air. 2 to go this time for the driver out of Fertile, Iowa, Kelly Shryock. They'll work down in there. Boy, howdy, Shryock going to be looking at the white flag this time off of turn number 4.
1 lap remaining this time across the stripe. 2.6 seconds. There is that drone footage again on IMCA TV. You'll see the reckless Rob Sharapata, the 43S of Simonovich, as the white flag replaces the green. That is your battle for 4th. Half a track ahead though, Jerry. Shryock's got him covered heading into 3.
Working on into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be Kelly Shryock to checkers in the win. Second will go to Tom Berry Jr. And the 10K, Uncle Ronnie Ron Lauritsen. You know what? So I've been asking for a little chiming in from the Facebook viewers to get 1,000 viewers.
What are you up to?
Well, Steve.
986.
Nope. Steve Shirk was the 1,000th person to tune in and say where he's watching from. You know where he's watching from?
Yeah. Oh, I see
toilet.
The toilet.
Well, we got
I do some of my best work in there, don't you?
Exactly. So we got over 1,000. So let's give you the rest of them here for a little live look in here on night number 1 of the Wild Rose Casino Resort at Jefferson. Double down Prelude for heat race number 15. It'll be Brett Berry out of Hayes, Kansas on the 09B. And welcome all you YouTube live look in viewers. Also, Richie Gust and old G Money out of Gilman to the outside.
Row 2 to the inside from Prosper, Texas, the 70. That is Steve Askew. And from Clear Lake, Iowa, the 10 of Jeremy Mills to his outside.
Aiden Steffens out of North Platte, Nebraska, the 12A. And John Burrow out of Denver, Colorado, the 28 Co.
Fourth and final row, the 87 from Waxahachie, Texas. That is Ryan Williams. And from Cave Creek, Arizona, the 77X is Austin Cool.
They'll work off at turn number 4. Guess who else is tuned in? Old Mama Sheila's tuned in to watch.
Mama Sheila's watching?
Mama Sheila's watching.
Where's the kid? Is he out there coming up? He's already raced.
Yeah,
Must be in the next race.
Yeah, he had the best draw of the day.
Yeah, is that what you call that?
Yeah, I'm optimistic.
Taking advantage of a pretty good draw. That is the 19G of Gus, and he'll run the top side, pulling away from the field. Fanned out 4 wide for the runner-up spot before Jeremy Mills is able to break free from the fray. He'll shuffle Berry back into third now. We will see if the 12 car of Aiden Steffens can race his way into a transfer. Austin Cool from the back row started dead last. He's into the top 5. He'll work the low side off of 4.
It's going to be Richie Gustin followed by Mills. Then it'll be Brett Berry. Here comes the 12A of Aiden Steffens. Steffens down there on the bottom side of Berry as they'll work side by side off a 2 and out of back straightaway. It's still going to be Brett Berry up on the top making some hay. They'll work down into turn number 3 and 4. It is still G Money, Richie Gustin, your leader.
Jeremy Mills, though, gaining ground on your leader. He has cut that lead down to less than a second in the 10 car, pulling away from that battle for third. Aiden Steffens pedaling hard on the low side of the speedway, but Brett Berry has that third and final qualifying spot secure as of this moment. Austin Cool, though, continues his march through traffic. He'll pull to the outside of Steffens. That's your battle for fourth. But it's all G-Money. Richie Gustin, the leader of the pack.
South 3.5 laps remaining as they go down the midpoint of the back straightaway. It is still Gustin up front, leading Mills in chase. Berry, look at this. Cool is now coming there. Austin Cool has moved that 77X machine into the number 4 spot. That'll give him a good starting spot for a B-main later this evening to make it into Double Down Feature 2. Working down the back straightaway, Ryan, this time off at turn number 4. Richie Gustin going to be looking at the green flag high in the air and just a pair to go.
2 laps to go, maintaining a 9/10 of a second advantage over Jeremy Mills. So you see the Freezing Performance speed shot there on IMCA TV. They'll make their way down the front straightaway into turn number 1. Off at 2, it's still Gustin out in front, 0.8 of a second ahead of Mills. 2 seconds plus back is Berry in the 3rd spot. White flag replaces the green, this time by Jerry. Just 1 lap to go.
On down the front straightaway, white flag is out. 1 circuit remaining. It'll be Richie Gustin up there, pounding the top of the racetrack. Mills in tow. Berry right behind him. Work off at turn number 4. Logan Kelly grabs for the checkered flag. Freezing Performance. IMCA Modified Heat Race number 15 winner is Richie Gustin. Jeremy Mills and Brett Berry going to go 1, 2, and 3. Final modified heat race of the day, getting ready to roll to the Speedway. It's number 16 out of Perryville, Arkansas. The 7W is Wesley Wise, and out of Batesville, Arkansas, the 18 Witt is Roger Witt.
That's a Razorback row number 1,
yes,
isn't it?
It is.
Row 2 to the inside from Maxwell, Iowa, 2B. That is Robert Moore. Another Arkansas driver to the outside of that second row from Batesville. The 17W is Ashton Wilkie.
Row number 3, you'll see Jake Pike out of Pahrump, Nevada, the 223, and Joel Rust from Grundy Center, Iowa, the 26J.
4th and final row from Eldora, Iowa, the 19S. That is Chase Weimer. Rounding out your 8-car starting field, saying hi to Mama Sheila back home in California. Dylan Thornton in the 38T.
Yeah, she
starting
said that.
Shotgun.
She said that. Dylan should not be drawing for himself the rest of the week.
Probably. Is that what she said on Facebook Live?
That's what she said on the Facebook.
He should have people for that. He's won enough. He can have people for that.
Yeah, I mean, he's got Wiggy. Got Shane Wiggins.
Yeah.
He can put her together.
Final modified heat race. We have 65 races tonight. We've gone through 15 of them. We only have 50 races to go, Jerry.
I know.
50.
Only
50. And, well, it's require a little more effort.
This one ain't gonna work. Ain't
Wesley
gonna work.
Wise.
We'll try again.
Ain't gonna work. You can relate to that, can't you? How you been? I haven't seen you for a few days. I think the last time. I was at your house. Was it Thursday? I guess it has been. It's only been 2 days since was it Wednesday?
No, it was Wednesday. You were over.
Wednesday I stopped over. Came
A
home
little
with.
peach moonshine with Wade.
I didn't have the peach moonshine.
No, you didn't.
I had the.
I did.
What did I drink?
The next
Cherry. That was.
Oh, hang on. Look out. Robert Moore crossed it up in front of the field. Jake Pike nowhere to go. Look at that. Working it on in there. The 19 of Weimer around over there as they work down into turn number 3 and 4 down the front straightaway. It's Joel Rust to the lead. Boy, how did he get a shot to the shorts from Roger Witt? They'll work him off a 2 down the back straightaway. Look at this. Rust, Witt. Here comes Wilkie. Dylan Thornton. Well, maybe we ought to start him in the back more often as he is driving that thing to the front. Look at this, Mama Sheila. Got the old Salty's barbecue sauce. Hot rod up there to the number 2 spot.
2.5 laps done in this one. Final heat race qualifier of the night. Did that first lap, that awkwardness take you back to your awkward teenage years, Jerry? It kind of looked a little ugly, a little out of shape. Off of turn number 2 down the back straightaway, it's Rusty. It's Thornton up into the 2 spot. Wilkie runs in 3rd. Witt hanging on to 4th. Needs to get one more spot if he wants to race his way into the A. Lap number 4 this time by, just 4 laps to go.
On down into turn number 1 and 2, it's going to be Joel Rust, your race leader, followed by Dylan Thornton there in the number 2 spot. Wilkie running 3rd. Witt is 4th. Down the front straightaway, it will be the 26J of Joel Rust, your leader.
Rust now has an advantage of just shy of 1 second over the 38 of Thornton. Thornton did a terrific job racing his way through traffic up into that runner-up spot. Progress, however, has stalled out as Rust still leads the pack off the top of turn number 4. Green flag goes high to the air this time by, just 2 laps to go.
It will be Joel Rust out of Grundy Center, your race leader, started back there in 6th. Dylan Thornton, who started 8th, has raced into 2nd in the old Wiggy Wagon. He'll work it on down into turn number 3 and 4. Around the outside they come. It'll be 1 to go for Joel Rust.
Joel Rust leads topside down into turns 1 and 2. Thornton right there. Well, he gained a couple of tenths of a second on your race leader. Not sure it's going to be enough time, though, for him to make a serious challenge through the final set of turns, which is where they are right now. Off of turn number 4, the checkered flag will await Joel Rust, your winner of heat race number 16. Thornton crosses the line in 2nd, and Wilkie is your 24th and final heat race qualifier for A-Main number 2 later on tonight.
Well, we do thank you for looking in on a little Facebook Live look-in. We're going to sign you folks out and say thanks for tuning in. Thanks for doing. Still plenty of racing left. Like you said, 50 races left on the night. You can get everything purchased on up at IMCA TV because right next in this next session, we will start our qualifying for our first dance of the week. That will be their Mod Light Heat races, our Stealth Racing Mod Light Heat races coming up after this quick car race products track prep session. Thank you.